Welcome, friends, and welcome back to Oakland University for today's UWS matchup between the Nationals and Jaguars FC. Live here on the Michigan Soccer Network, tonight's game is the second match of the season for both of these teams. Both two clubs open their seasons in stark contrast from each other. The Nationals enter the game having drubbed Cap City Athletic 8-1 in their first contest, while the Jaguars opened up on the wrong end of a 5-0 scoreline against the Corktown Hawks. Hello, soccer friends. I'm Robert Kerr, excited to be joined by my broadcasting partner, Ian Gilmore. Beautiful night, second game of a doubleheader. This second game starting up real quick at the conclusion. We had to break for the anthem right there before I could introduce my broadcasting partner. I am alongside my partner, Ian Gilmore. How you doing tonight, and what do you think the Jaguars can do to bounce back after their first tough game of the season?
Great to be with you again, Rob. It was an interesting game one of this doubleheader. Really never a chance for the Jags to get things going, but hoping that, this first team can maybe change that up. Didn't have a great last outing, but if there's ever a time for a wake-up call, why not game one? So let's see what they can do in game two.
We're going to really see the difference between a first and a second team as we go to UWS 1 action. And these two teams play in the United Women's Soccer Midwest Conference, and this conference is made up of 10 teams from across Michigan, Illinois, Missouri, and Indiana, and the Nationals, after just one game, sit atop of the table with a +7 goal difference from their 8-1 win earlier in the week. In contrast to the Jaguars, they opened up their Midwest Conference season with a 5-0 loss. So we'll see how this Nationals team continues after an impressive start against Lansing, while the Jaguars don't want to make a habit of big losses. Hopefully this first team action is a closer affair than our first game, which ended in a 6-0 score line. What do you see here, Ian? Looks like we're going to have a little bit of time to go down and look through our starting lineups.
Yeah, for the Nationals, it's Haley Galliamboski in goal, Ryan Fetty, Nina Ferrero, Ali Teffin, Lexi Servian, Alex Pulaski, Lauren Turner, Jenna Blackman, Olivia Watson, Emily Matthews, and Sarah Bridenstine. On the other side, for the Jags, in goal is the backup at Michigan State, Ellie Thalman, Taya Horth, Olivia Dominic, Emily Paget, Hannah Becker, Elizabeth Von Wagner, Erica Tupin, Zoe Greenhalgh, Noelle Blaine, Andy Wolfe, and Natalie Colsis. So some names we know, some names we're unfamiliar with. I can tell you one thing, though, is through this next 90 minutes, however it goes, we will become familiar with them.
And we are underway here in UWS action. The Nationals in all red strips playing from left to right, while the Jaguars in all white from right to left. And let's see what this game has in store for us as the Jaguars are on the ball here early, passing through the middle of the field. The Nationals looking to break away, and that's a through ball into the box right out of the gates here. Number 9 in red has to turn back, but that was already a first early incursion into the penalty area for the Nationals.
And they're on opposite sides of what they were last game, so it was Rebels that were starting right to left last time. We saw a lot of action going that way in the first half. This time, it's opposite.
Yes, the Rebels and the Nationals partner clubs here. And now we're watching the first team for the Nationals against the first team for the Jaguars. So we'll see how they stack up here this evening, the second game of each club's United Women's Soccer season. All these players are coming from different places. Some of them on the Jaguars and the Nationals are players that came from their academies, some coming back from college seasons scattered across. And I think there's even a few high school players in the mix.
We talked about that dynamic before the last game, and it didn't seem to be a problem for the Rebels in the last one. They seem to be gelling together pretty well.
And here come the Jaguars. They get a through ball up the middle. Number 8 in right. She got on her right foot. Declines to shoot, but it might spill to the left-hand side. And number 15 in white, Noah Blaine, almost got on the end of that. The Jaguars looking dangerous here in just the second minute of play.
Yeah, it was a good blast forward from Erica Tupin. Just couldn't really ever get it under her feet, and then the shot went wide, and Blaine was the one who was trying to follow it up, but Galiambowski did really well to cover it up and smother it.
Nationals in all red. Right back plays it across the middle of the field, past its intended target. Might be a foul there. Referee doesn't blow the whistle, and Nationals end up on the ball. Some good little footwork there to get it to number 11 as she looks to play it up to the left wing. And that the ball finds its way there. Mid-70s here at kickoff. It looked like it was going to rain for a moment, but it's staying away onto the far side beyond the field, so hopefully we stay dry. It looked like it was starting to rain here in the pre-match festivities, but hopefully it holds out for us here on the campus of Oakland University in Auburn Hills, Michigan.
Yeah, it was sunny earlier today, and then as we got through that last game, sort of the sun just kind of went away as we went on.
Got a message in the chat here saying congrats to Alex Teffend on her commitment to Oakland University. Welcome to Michigan Soccer Network viewers. My name's Robert Kerr alongside Ian Gilmore for this UWS action here on a beautiful Thursday night. Here come the Nationals. They got their foot on the ball here on the early goings here. Number 30 in red, Alex Pulaski. She played to her center back. Number 13, Lexi Servian. And now we're up on the left wing, looking for a crosses. 3 red shirts in the box, 1 lurking on the edge. She finds the one on the edge of the box. Can she get a shot off? Right-footed blast is blocked down by the Jaguars defender and spread to the right-hand side. And if they get the bounces right. And long ball might just be out of the reach of number 15, Noel Blaine. well blocked out there, but it looked for a second the Jaguars might have earned a corner, but referee deems it a goal kick. It mustn't be in the Jaguars' mantra to press, only one player forward.
I think.
Oh, here comes the press. I shouldn't speak too soon, but I just saw the center back with lots of time on the ball.
Well, and early in the game, too, you kind of have to feel your way into it. Coming off with a high press right off the bat.
Might not be the best way to go.
Right, and typically is not that common, I'd say, too.
Nationals goalkeeper with a bit of a skewed clearance, and Jaguars have a shot here. Right-footed blast, and what a diving save by Golombaski.
Well, she had to make up for her own mistake. It wasn't very good out of the back, and then it was a shot that came in from Greenhalgh, and Golombaski had to be at her best and did well to make that save. Maybe made it a little bit more flashy than it needed to be, but got her paws to it, out for a corner.
And Golombaski made up for her bad clearance with a great save. Let's see if they make it through this corner. Here it comes, right-footed in-swinger. She jumps up, punches it away, and it comes to the top of the box to a white shirt. Nice turn there on the far side. Kept in, but defended well by the players in red. They dribble out from some good pressure there, but it goes out of bounds on the far side. Jaguars doing well to be in the attacking third in these opening few moments of the match. Throw in here finds a teammate, but just for a moment.
I think we can see already that this will be a bit more even than the last contest we saw was.
Nice turn in the middle. I can't see the player's number, but she's been looking very slick on the ball thus far in the early goings. Out to the left-hand side, under the floodlights. Can she beat a defender? Right-footed cross. There's an attacker there, but the offside flag goes up.
Yep. No question about that one. Turner was standing a couple yards beyond the last defender, so an easy one there for the assistant ref.
That midfielder in the middle with the hair, I'm not sure if that's 30 or 10. It's obstructed on her back, but has looked incredibly technical on the ball here for the Nationals.
Yeah, that's Fetty in there, one of the players from Grand Valley State.
And there's a turnover here. Right-footed blast is blocked down by the Jaguars defense, and that's a foul, and so we're going to have an offensive third free kick for the Nationals here in red. Go ahead, Ian.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, one of the players from Grand Valley played 16 games in 2021 as a freshman for the D2 national champs.
Oh, another foul there. 15 in white. Noel Blaine. She brings down the right-sided attacker, and this is a dangerous early chance here. Number 12 brought down there, Watson. And here comes a right-footed delivery to the back post. A little long-headed back into the middle, but goalkeeper Ellie Thalman does well to smother that up. But that was dangerous. The header back to where the cross came from can definitely result in some danger.
Yeah, it seemed like it was right off the training ground. There was 3 players waiting at the back post. That's where the ball ended up, and that header back across the goal can always be dangerous, but they really didn't have bodies in there to contend for that second ball.
Yeah, you're right. There was 2 on the back post and no one in the middle waiting for that. Just the second game of the season for these two teams, so I'm sure there's still a little bit of figuring out going on out there with the team chemistry. Here come the Jaguars up the middle of the field. Nice to see some midfield play here as number 3 in white, Hannah Becker, sprays it to the right-hand side. Cross goes across into the middle. Touch doesn't quite stick, and so the defenders in red are able to knock the danger away for at least a moment here. Jaguars with their foot on the ball here in the opening 10 minutes or so, but definitely have a competition in our hands here in the early goings. 15 in white does really well. That's the 3rd or 4th time I've said Blaine's name. Here comes number 2. She sprays it, entry into the box, gets on her left foot, And that goes all the way across. And Blaine's shot might make its way into the apartment complex down there.
I'm not sure what she was trying to do with that. It was already on the end line, no chance to put it in. I think maybe a whack at it and just hope something good happens.
But that was dangerous there from the Jaguars.
Good attack.
When the player on the far side cut it back, I thought they were going to get a dangerous shot off, but skewed just wide. But the Jaguars on the ball once again, looking to make up for their tough 5-0 defeat in their opening game earlier in the week. Thrown here on the near side for the team in white. Jaguars on the ball, a little bit of space on the top of the box, and that touch just goes a little bit off the foot of the Jaguars player, and that's going to be a goal kick. Some good early action here in the campus of Oakland University here in beautiful Auburn Hills. Thank you for tuning in here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Nationals versus Jaguars. And Fetty, oh, my mistake, that was not her, but a great run down that far touchline, almost caught out that Jaguars defender, made a great run in behind her, almost caught her out. But it's thrown, comes in. And the ball is sprayed around, and there's a level of confidence in this game that it's really good to see. These players look very competent on the ball at the moment. Straight down here to the near side, number 31. Over the Blaine, returns the pass to 31. Jaguars chip it in the ball. Can number 2 get on the end of it? Not quite, and that falls into the hands of Haley Golombiewski. She had a tricky clearance off of her foot earlier, and this time decides to roll the ball out. Here's Fetty. Definitely a very technical player, as you can tell just here in the early moments. Nationals advancing the ball, getting to the midfield. Fetty on the ball. Great turn there to get away from her mark. She looks up. She's got one player ahead of her, and that pass just a little bit too strong off the right foot. Just too far for number 18, Lauren Turner, to get to. Throw in there for Jaguars. Nice little roll over to get away from that pressure. And we go up the sidelines here with number 31. Nice entry pass. Number 2, attacker for Jaguars, gets behind the defense. But the touch just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and goes out for a goal kick. But so far early on, number 2 in white, Emily Paget, has definitely looked like she might be a goal threat. She has. She's been one of the more lively players for Jags early on, and looking like she's causing problems. And she's not just sticking to the middle of the park either. She's all around. Oh, here comes some trouble. Bad pass across the box. Right-footed effort. Spilled for a moment by Golombiewski, but covered up eventually. That was a dangerous pass across the 18-yard box, and that Jaguars player on the far side was definitely first to it, was hip to that pass and cut it out. Well, there's this, obsession with playing out of the back, it seems, from Nationals, and it didn't really hurt them in the last game when the Rebels were playing and won 6-0, but tonight there's been a couple mistakes already along the back line, and they've cleaned them up, but that's something to watch going forward. Nice little turn inside there. Finds number 14, who plays a great through ball to the far side. Can she get to it? She does, but defender kicks it off of her. Oh, and they called a corner kick. That looked like a great defensive play. She kicked it right off the attacker player's foot.
Yeah, Teffin was able to get back and kind of make sure that, I think it was Greenhalgh on that far side, didn't get there. Maybe it was Kolsis. And, I mean, that looked pretty clear that it was played off of.
I saw it from up here. We're about 50 yards away.
Yeah, I think Van Wagner on that far side, it looked like it was played off of her pretty clearly.
Here comes a left-footed corner kick into the danger area. Bounces to past the goal, spread back into the midfield. Entry pass is blocked by the Nationals defense. And Jaguars able to maintain possession in the attacking third, and the dangerous ball goes just past an on-rushing Noelle Blaine. And Noelle Blaine has also looked like a threat. She's done well to attack this area on the left-hand side, and she almost got a spectacular diving header here.
It was a great searching ball towards the back post, and if Blaine lays out and totally commits to that, maybe she gets her head to it, but nonetheless, the Jags looking like the more threatening team here early on.
Looking more threatening than those clouds that have moved beyond us now. Hopefully that stays that way. I think we averted the danger, and here's a long ball up to number 8 in white. She's all alone. Oh, and I got excited. I got too excited there. That's an offside on the Jaguars, but number 8 on Erica Tupin on the Jaguars made a great run there through the middle. Timed that just a little better, and that's gold.
See, my referee brain, Rob, I ref for 7 years, so whenever I see a through ball like that, my first look is always towards that assistant referee on the far side. She took a little while to put that flag up, but she did eventually, and I think it was the right call.
That pass is cut out by center back Andy Wolf, my apologies. And their goalie, Thalman, had to come out and break that pass up there. She's well off her line. She did well to break up that play.
Thalman and Wolf, both part of Jeff Osler's squad in East Lansing for the Michigan State Spartans. Thalman didn't see really any action this year, but it's hard to when you're playing behind the goalkeeper of the year in the Big Ten in Lauren Kozel.
Nationals trying to get that attack going through, playing through the lines, and haven't had too much success just yet. They've almost been caught out in their own area a couple times, but got their foot on the ball now, and the numbers are able to move up the field. Well, that's another dangerous pass. Well stolen there.
Yeah, and again, it's the dedication to playing out of the back that is losing possession for Nationals, and if it works, it works, but if it doesn't, you have to make some changes, and I think right now it's just some sloppy touches in the midfield.
To be fair, she didn't have to play it back again. It looked like they had worked their way through, and that shot from the Jaguars, thankfully for the Nationals, is easily caught. But to your point about playing at the back, it looked like they had played their way through, but they turned back around, and that's when they got in trouble. See right here, what do they do here is...
just go back, just play it easy, go back to the keeper.
And she's going to need a good decision here. Right-footed blast. Cut out by Noelle Blaine.
And then you get possession back here and you start again. Nothing wrong with that at all.
And then now that's a nice pass in the middle. She can get to that. Nice little touch around the center back. And here we go. Nationals, it's a 3-on-3. Number 5 in red decides to turn back, but they looked like they had something going on there, and they might still. Long touch, though, is blasted away by the Jaguars defense. Fetty on the ball, looking at her options. Who can she find? Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Cut out well by the defense, but Nationals stay on it. Their best spell so far since the very, very early moments.
I'm not sure why Bridenstine decided to cut that one back and recycle it. It looked like she had beaten her defender. Maybe she doesn't like that left foot of hers, but I feel like she really could have kept going forward herself.
Here we go on the baseline. Hits it, but that narrow angle shot doesn't get past the goalkeeper, Thalman. But it was one-way traffic there for a moment. Nationals managed their way out of their zone and do cause a little bit of threat, but Jaguars defense cut out a couple dangerous passes, and then once the Nationals got their shot off, it was from a very narrow angle, and that was a probing ball right there that almost found the head of the runner making that forward into the middle of the goal, and that's turned over here. Jaguars having a hard time getting out of their own half now. A little bit of space here in the midfield. Oh, and that pass could have been better, but gives the ball back to the Nationals. Number 12 in red plays it across. Emma Watson. And her opposite side is driving through the middle. Can she find a pass? She does. And that sticks nicely, gets under her feet a little bit, but maintains possession. Here's Fetty. What can she do? Oh, nice little chip pass. She's played a couple nice ones in the last few minutes. And she earns her team there. Number 18 in red, Lauren Turner, battles a throw-in. Lofted cross into the box. Finds the head of a red. And it falls to the edge of the box. She gets on her right foot. Blast blocked down by the Jaguars defense. She's going to have to play it here. She's kind of trapped. And the Nationals able to keep that ball. Fetty again in the middle. She's great on the turn. Great pass once again to 11. She gets on her right foot. Little pass to number 9. Her left-footed shot looked like a handball there to me. That was a great sequence there from the Nationals, the best one so far. And the left-footed shot from number 9 looked to go right up into the arm of the Jaguars defender. Here we go on the replay.
Yeah, let's check it out. It was a couple of good attacks coming together all at once for Nationals. Try to get you another look at that. For me, it was into the chest. Not totally necessarily into the arm.
Jaguars now with it. That was so both teams have had periods of danger here thus far through the first 23 minutes of the game. Nationals get back on the ball. Well done to find the space. And again, crossfield ball. Is that too heavy? No. Nationals get on the end of it. That was nice. She has support. She plays it back. The defense starting to dribble through into the middle. Oh, and that was almost a great combination there, but didn't quite come off for the Nats attackers. Number 9 in red, Blackburn, definitely a target forward. She's gotten her head on a few, hasn't quite fallen for her yet, but definitely looks like she could be dangerous, goal threatening. She's taken up good positions at the very least. Fetty does well to get around 2 midfielders. The ball's poked to the near side, up the right-hand side. Through ball to number 22. Matthews not able to get to that, and that's a goal kick.
Good run coming from the center midfielder, but just not able to get there as we see a couple wholesale changes being readied on the sideline for Nationals.
It looks like 4 subs coming in. And the Michigan Soccer Network is becoming the premier live streaming option for semi-pro soccer in Michigan. We have covered United Premier Soccer League, UWS 1 and 2, the MPSL, and if you want to learn more about Michigan Soccer Network, visit michigansoccernetwork.com. Back underway, and the Jaguars with it here on the back line, and that's an errant ball here. Might put her team under pressure if she can't get around this defender. And it's a turnover. Nationals on the ball in the attacking half. Nationals defenders have been playing nice balls, but that's a turnover, and Jaguars almost able to spring a counterattack. Well taken care of there. It looked like there was going to be an onrush there, and that one sneaks by the Nationals midfielder, and ball pops up and hits the referee, and we have a stoppage of play.
Yep. And so actually from those substitutions for the Nationals, a couple of sets of sisters on the team tonight, Justina Gaynor and Celia Gaynor, both who now play for Michigan State, and also Ryan Fetty started things off. Riley Fetty is onto the park now for Nationals as well.
So we have two sets of sisters on the field in red. As we look for a Nationals goal kick here. How do you think that changes the chemistry? I know that in college game that's what they're used to, but force changes at the same time is a lot.
Yeah, no, it is, and I think right in this middle of the half is a good time to make them, put some fresh legs on and keep things fresh, and you know, putting sisters on. Celia Gaynor, actually they're both transfers from Butler, but Celia is just transferring to Michigan State. Justina did it a year ago, but I'm sure that through the years they have played a lot together. Same with the Fetty sisters as well, and you can only, you know, imagine how much chemistry they have with each other, and they probably know where the other is making a run before the other one even knows it as well.
Maybe Coach Rob Brinkman thought he might need more chemistry out there, so he put all the siblings out there at the same time. Definitely an even contest, 0-0 through the first 27 minutes here.
But lively.
Yeah. Yeah, goals don't always reflect the excitement of a game. You can have an exciting 0-0, and then we had 6 goals, and, well, it was exciting. We weren't on the edge of our seats there in the second half.
Right.
But, yeah, 0-0 here in the 28th minute on the campus of Oakland University. And you're watching Robert Kerr and Ian Gilmore broadcasting on the Michigan Soccer Network. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Here come the Nationals through the middle. They find the pass to the outside. They got defensive numbers back, but the ball gets on the left-hand foot. Left-footed side of number 7 in red, Justina Gaynor. But her shot never found any bend, and it goes harmlessly out for a goal kick.
With Gaynor, it's interesting because, you know, I've watched her for a year now, and I'm still not sure what her strong foot is. She's really good with both feet. That time she cuts in on her left-hand side. I'd say if you had to pick one, maybe that the left foot is a little bit weaker, but usually she's in a central position. Seeing her a little more out wide tonight, I think, is really interesting.
We had a Jaguar substitution there on that last stoppage of play. Number 18, Madison Solzensky checking into the game.
It's not easy when we're going off these handwritten names.
No, I'll refer to my preparatory notes, and that's Madison Salzenstein. Just checked in the game for the Jaguars. Let's see how this attack comes. That's a better pass out of the back. They got runners ahead of them. Got width and runners up the middle. Chooses width. Secondary pass gets blocked. Jaguars get back on it. That was good spacing from the Jaguars defense. There was a lot of runners coming at them, and they didn't panic there. No one dove in. Everyone held their space. And almost comes the other way, and well cut out there by the National center back. Some competent defending thus far. Jaguars looking to work it out from the back themselves. Plenty of red shirts in the opposing half, but they play it wide and they might be able to get behind a lot of red shirts here, and they do. They find some space on the far side, cut inside. Can they find a pass? They do. Ball in the box, bounces around. Looked for a moment that there'd be a chance. And here comes Fetty. Coming out of their defensive third, into the middle, onto the near side. Nationals giving their players a little bit of time to get up the field there. It was pretty stretched there for a couple minutes. All the players kind of in the middle third once again now.
I think both teams are kind of getting past that stage of feeling each other out, and they're both starting to have a little bit more success when they're going forward, but the attack and the defense on either side has been pretty even so far. Nothing really to show on either side yet.
That last attacking drive for the Jaguars, number 2, Emily Paget, had made a really good run up the middle. Didn't quite make it to her as number 19, Jordan Ryan, checks in for the Jags as 14, Zoe Greenhag checks out. Substitution for the Nationals as number 20, Alana Wood, comes into the game. And it looks like Fetty's coming out. And that is, I got to differentiate, I guess, if there's siblings out there. Ryan Fetty comes out of the game. Long ball from the Jags, finds its way into the box. Headed away, though. And here comes a 3-on-4. Nice pass to the outside, number 22 on the ball, Matthews. She's got support. Does she need it? Good combination, still on the top of the box. She's got width, she uses it. Can they find a cross? And here's a right-footed shot, blocked. Left-footed shot, ooh, just wide. That looked for a moment that I might sneak into the near box there. That left-footed shot almost trickled in.
Well, I really like this move from Nationals going forward. It was Matthews that I thought kind of slowed things down unnecessarily, but then they do really well to connect play. It was the Gaynor sisters on that right-hand side. Ends up finding its way to Blackburn, and that one just past the right-hand post.
I don't have my stats in front of me, but what do you figure the shot's about even now?
I'd say so, just because of the early couple for Jags. I'd say they have one or two more, but possession-wise, I'd say we're probably pretty even, and everything else, I think we've been even so far as well. This has been a really fun first 32, 33 minutes to watch.
Around the league here in UWS, there's two more games to be played this weekend. Friday night, Corktown Hawks take on the Muskegon Risers. And then a few days later, Cap City Athletic up in Lansing will welcome those same Muskegon Risers. So 2 Risers games on tap in the UWS this weekend. One in Corktown and one in Lansing. And here come the Jags. Up the middle, but doesn't connect just yet. Almost a collision there, and Nationals able to recover for a moment, but here comes the Jags. That centering pass almost found the foot of Paget, but well taken care of by the National center back. A push in the back does get called eventually, and the Nationals will be able to get numbers outside of their own defensive half. And it was a bit of a tussle there going back and forth on the edge of the Nationals box. And that long free kick doesn't quite stick, and this could be trouble for 30. Alex Pulaski, who's been very solid so far and has put in a couple nice tackles, was definitely threatened from behind there by the Jaguars attackers.
This is end-to-end, no doubt about it.
After just one game played, the Nationals sit on top of this UWS Midwest Conference. Alongside the Corktown Hawks, they both sit on 3 points after the first game, and Jaguars currently sitting at the bottom table alongside Cap City Athletic, 18-47. Both lost their first games. So Jaguars will want to get on the W column and The Nationals definitely not finding this second game as easy as the first one. They've won that first against Cap City 8-1.
One thing I think, too, with this league is you're going to have a lot of parity, I think, within score lines you see, because being pre-professional as it is, there's going to be, key players that are out of certain games and things like that. So you might have a different roster last week compared to what you have this week just because, simply of players' availability.
I know that firsthand. I've covered a lot of USL 2 action, and it's week to week. It's almost a different team. So, I mean, we want to root for teams and whatnot, but sometimes it's a little tricky. If they aren't the same lineups, it's hard to predict what you'll see sometimes. I mean, most of these players are college kids that are either trying to improve their game, stay in shape, or make a name for themselves. There's actually one of the interesting things about following these summer leagues is just all the different expectations that the teams and players have out of it. Some of them raise their stock. Some players can really elevate their level after a good summer season, and other players, just play a handful of games, go to the trainings, and just maintain until the fall in college.
Yeah, I mean, so worst case scenario for fans, you have to learn a lot of names and support a lot of different players.
And that's definitely a foul on the far side of the field as I think that was Padgett was taken down. We'll see if she can get any chances on the ball. The ball hasn't found her feet since those early few moments. But it looks like they're going to try a high, hard one here. And here comes a right-footed delivery. High, hard one. And it bounces. Looked for a second, it might fool the goalkeeper, but that was harmlessly wide. Didn't really make the most of that opportunity, did they?
No, that ball needs to be in the box, definitely not towards the front post.
Jaguars forcing another turnover in the attacking half, but Nationals get away with it for a moment. But Jaguars on the ball on the far side, trying to get around the outside. Nice little turn there. Put the brakes on quick to get some space. That ball didn't quite stick. She found Padgett in space there in the middle. There wasn't really any defenders around her, but was kind of knee-thigh high and a tough one to bring down. Nationals are able to get the ball under control once again.
You heard us talk about Granite City Food and Brewery in the first game. They have 2 Michigan locations, one in Northville, one in Troy, that serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can learn more about their daily specials by visiting gcfb.com, and you can head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7th and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75 today. Let them know that Michigan Soccer Network sent you.
They're sending me some hunger pains right now, Ian.
Yeah, stomach is rumbling. It's past my dinner time. As Rob points out his breakfast bar to me. We'll make it.
You got to bring snacks. You got to bring snacks. The ball with the Jaguars. Very strong play from 19 in white. As Jordan Ryan held off 2 defenders there a moment ago. But the Nationals are coming away with it here on the touchline.
Bridenstine's done really well. She started the game out at left wing, and then when the subs came on, she came to this right-hand side and started at right back. She's all the way up the park now.
Here she comes at the right-hand side. Can she pick out a pass? And that's deflected, and the Jaguars are taking care of it. Turnover at the top of the box, though. Really good to see these tenacity from both sides here in the second. No one's really giving up on any 50-50s, and when there's a turnover, both teams are looking to get that ball back right away, and that's a looper that goes harmlessly over Thalman's goal.
Don't really like that decision from Wood. You have numbers in the box. You have 5 players up with you. Try to make some connections and get something going in and around the box. Shooting one from 25, 30 yards out that just goes harmlessly over the goal, isn't going to do much.
Jack's Car Wash has been serving Oakland County since they opened in 1953 with 9 locations throughout the southeast Michigan area. They can serve you from Birmingham to Clinton Township, Rochester to Southfield. Try the Unlimited Club today, starting at $24.99. More info, go to jackscarwash.com. Clean car by Jack's, just rides better. And we have another break in play and another Jaguars substitution as number 56 in white is looking to check in. That looks like Michaela Warnock.
This is the first case we're seeing this from the Jags tonight. Players that played in that first game now coming in to play with the first team as well. Warnockis was on the pitch for most of the 90 minutes for the Jags in the game 1 of our doubleheader when they played against Rebels earlier on, and Gilson is actually on the pitch too. I didn't even see her come on earlier. she's popped out of nowhere there, but Gilson was one of the best players for the Jags in game 1 of our doubleheader, so seeing her on the pitch and on the ball coming here now is impressive.
And she looked pretty gassed when she came off the field late in that first game, so I can only imagine how she's going to feel. She's got some endurance.
Rob, I walk 9 holes and I'm sore. I can't imagine how she's doing this.
Yeah.
It's the ice bath tonight for sure.
For you or for her?
Well, we didn't play 9 holes today. I've been sitting down all day, so I hope I don't need an ice bath.
You need an ice bath after talking for 4 hours?
No, that's maybe iced tea.
Yeah. And that's a foul there against the Nationals, and we'll see if the Jaguars can make a little bit more out of this set piece. The last time they had it, it kind of sailed out of bounds, and that's definitely a foul. Great replay there, guys. 2 players in red bring down the Jaguars player.
Salzenstein was just swarmed from both sides, and she does well to win the free kick and not give the ball away. This free kick needs to be better than the last one from Andy Wolf.
I'd like this one to go back post to Ryan. Can they find her? Almost. And that one just goes over her head. She looked to be one-on-one there in the box, did Ryan. And they almost picked her out there. It was just a little wide.
You see the rain is coming down here now, so we're under the lights. It's raining. That could add another little factor into the rest of the proceedings tonight. I love a little rain, personally. It's the best weather to play soccer in. Best weather, just a little sprinkle.
A light rain?
Yeah. You can slide tackle and you'll slide for yards.
That's true. That is pretty fun as long as it's not too cold and terrible.
Yep, and none of those L or T words.
Yeah, no, we don't want that stuff. But a nice little rain here in Auburn Hills for this UWS action, and thank you so much for joining us here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Robert Kerr alongside Ian Gilmore this evening, the second of a double header here. Lots of good action, and it's really good to see. While the scoreboard reads 0-0, there's been plenty of intrigue and plenty of bite to this one thus far.
Yep. Just one more point on the rain too, Rob, is what that does, especially on a turf field, is make the ball skip and bounce a little unnaturally. So if you're a forward and you can take a shot that bounces like 2-3 yards before it gets to the keeper, those are going to be really dangerous in this type of weather.
And here come the Nationals pushing strong up through the middle here. Can they get a goal before the halftime break? Top of the box on the left foot, and again rocketed over the bar there by number 20. I want to remind listeners and viewers, each week Michigan Soccer Network takes goals from all the competitions we cover and give you, the viewer, the opportunity to vote for the goal of the week. Voting begins each Monday through Thursday afternoon, and the announcement of the goal of the week will be made during the live broadcast over the weekend. After voting this week's goal of the week, you'll be directed towards our YouTube channel, where we would appreciate you subscribing to the Michigan Soccer Network. No goals yet to nominate, but plenty of action on the field, and great look from the field view as the Jaguars defense has been holding strong. Nice turn there by the outside player. Can that pass connect? It does. One-on-one here on the outside. Can she get around her or find a pass? She plays it down the line. Excellent play. She's got two in the middle. Finds one, and it bounces. And well shepherded by the back line. I think that's number 8 in white. Did really well to shepherd that Nationals player away from the ball so her goalkeeper could get to it first.
It was a really great run down the right-hand side by Justina Gaynor. Uses that right foot and cuts it back. Wood actually takes a really good first touch off of her knee, but it just goes a little too far in front of her and finds the hands of Thalman.
Just a few moments. It looks like we are in an injury time now. Not too many stoppages, so we're probably nearing the half.
Yeah, no goals to think about. There was no injuries that I can remember in this first half.
Basically just substitution breaks.
And when the ball goes across the track like, like it has just now. Gilson hasn't been able to impact things as much in this first half. Granted, she hasn't been on the park as long as she was in the first game, but she's a danger sign to watch for in the second half.
I see they were listening to you, Ian. They've deployed some ball fetchers to the far side of the pitch now.
Yeah, we've got ball girls all around the track.
There wasn't any on the far side when you were saying that.
Right, and they're deployed behind each goal and on this near side, but now they're running all the way to the far side, like you said. A lot of ground to cover.
Expert analysis. Ooh, heavy touch there, but to no effect as our center referee blows for halftime. No goals to review, so we are going to catch our breaths, take a minute, and have a halftime break here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required. Arrive at the studio 10 to 15 minutes before class begins so we can check you in. Wear something you can move comfortably in. We suggest leggings or long pants and a workout top. You'll also need a pair of sticky socks to keep your feet from sliding during class. If you need sticky socks, you can pick some up at the studio. Before class, grab a ball, tube, and a light set of weights. Right from the start, you connect to the beat. Class begins with a warm-up, then your teacher will guide you through arm work using the light weights. After that, you'll make your way over to the bar, where you'll work your thighs, then your seat, and finally your abs. You'll finish your workout with a cool down to stretch your muscles. Something you'll hear often in class is a tuck. A tuck is a movement that involves contracting the abs while rotating your hips forward and up to elongate your spine. One of the biggest benefits of Pure Barre are the small, controlled movements in class. When you hear your teacher say pulse or down an inch, up an inch, that literally means just 1 inch, the size of a paperclip. This is important because with Pure Barre, the smaller the movement, the bigger the change in your muscles. Your first class will move quickly, and it will be challenging, but your teacher will be right there beside you and can help you modify the workout throughout the class. After 3 to 4 classes, you'll start to get comfortable with the flow. And after 8 to 10 classes, you can see results. Our teachers and our community will support you along the way. Pure Barre is about rising above who you were yesterday and building a stronger version of yourself today. Precise, strong, balanced, inspired. This is Pure Barre.
Robert Kerr alongside Ian Gilmore on the Michigan Soccer Network. We've reached halftime in our UWS game tonight between the Jaguars and the Nationals scoreless, but not without incident, Ian.
Yeah, no, it was an exciting first half, as exciting as you can probably get for having a 0-0 scoreline. There was chances both ends, a couple of good saves, especially out of Golembiewski for Nationals. Thalman wasn't called into action too many times, but when she was up to the task.
Yeah, I'd say the really stout and dependable defensive play was probably what stood out to me. The center backs for both sides on the Nationals, number 30, Alex Pulaski, cleaned up everything that kind of came her way, as well as her center back partner, number 13, Lexi Surwine. Hopefully I got that name right. But they were really clean, as well as the center back duo for the Jags.
Yeah, for Nationals, going forward, too, they're playing out of the back, so they have to be good with their feet, and I felt they were pretty good with that. There was a couple mistakes here and there. Again, though, they were cleaned up. If you have a 0 on the scoreboard as a defender, you're doing your job. And then on the other side, Hjorth and Wolf, I think, have been really good. Wolf on a couple of set pieces has done well playing balls into the box, and they've both been solid enough, especially when things are going forward for the Nationals, who I think probably have had a couple more chances and definitely the better chances. It's definitely a step up defensively from what we saw in Game 1 from Jags.
Yeah, it's been a very good, tenacious, and some good technical play. Definitely good defenders. And we're going to maybe cool off in this downpour here for a moment as we prepare to check out the highlights from the first half when we come back here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the You can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. Let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag G-Brand USA. G-Brand USA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player. And I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Core bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Core bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Core bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Core bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Core bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
And we're back here on the campus of Oakland University, home of the Golden Grizzlies, but we are here for UWS action, Jaguars, and the Nationals scoreless at halftime. My name's Robert Kerr, and I'm alongside my broadcasting partner, Ian Gilmore, and we're going to check out a few of the highlights from the first half here. There was action, but no goals. Jaguars early almost got a rebound there. And this one, I really thought was a chance.
Yeah, it was a great ball into that back post, but Blaine just couldn't get her head to it. Nationals came the other way, and Thalman had a couple saves to make, and then Wood had a little chance, but just off of her foot.
And that highlight really made a point there. That was a chance with that ball across, and the defender just kind of corralled the defender, nudged her, or nudged the attacking player out of the way so her goalkeeper could get on the ball. And that was kind of the story. The center backs, borderline dominant there in the first half.
Yeah, the defense has been really good. The majority of the play has been inside, in between the 18s. And if you're a defender, that's how you want things to go. So I think that's been really good in the first half. So I'm really interested to see what tactical changes are made by each coach at halftime, because they have to do something to break down the other's defense. And that'll be a really fun thing to watch as we get to the next 45.
I'm curious to see if the coaches are willing to kind of just pile some more attacking players forward, or maybe play it safer, like you said. What are the tactical changes going to be? It'll be interesting to see in the second half. And we're going to take one more quick little break before the second half comes here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
We are preparing for the second half of action in the UWS between the Nationals and the Jaguars. And don't miss any of live soccer coverage on Michigan Soccer Network. Head over to youtube.com/Michigan Soccer Network to subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell. That way you are notified every time we go live. 0-0 at the break, about to get underway, and I'd be surprised if we don't see another goal or see a goal here in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I will also say that the last time I was on a 0-0 game at halftime and said that there's got to be a goal in the second half, there wasn't. So I don't want to jinx it again because it was probably all my fault.
Probably all your fault. Ian Gilmore with me, Robert Kerr, excited for the second half, and here we go. Jaguars in the all-white strips now playing from left to right, and the Nationals in the all-red from right to left, and this looks dangerous, and that was a little bit crazy here to begin the second half as a back pass goes awry and almost sneaks into the goal here in the early goings. Goal kick to begin the second half. Wow.
Well, I think it's going to be a corner, but interesting enough, too, Thalman has been subbed out. So this is a new goalkeeper for the Jags, too. What a way that would have been to get onto the pitch. I don't see a number on the back of the kit, so I'm not totally sure. There's no one in the subs with a number like 0 or 99 that you can assume is the keeper. So.
And here comes a delivery, and it was into a dangerous area, but it was dealt with the defense as most of the issues were in the first half, but wow, what a way. That can't be a confidence booster for the goalie to almost concede an own goal in the opening seconds.
That's full heart and mouth time.
Well, Jaguars dodged a bullet there, but here come the Nationals. They've got some numbers forward. If they can connect some passes, they could maybe threaten the Jaguars' net. Dribbling across the top of the box. Plenty of white shirts in between her and the goal, and that looked like offside, but they play on. That clearance only goes as far as number 12 in red. She drives forward. Almost opened up for a shot there, but blocked down. Stays with the Nationals. Sprayed to the side. 24, left back. Got a little bit of space. She's one-on-one with the defender. What can she do? Oh, and the defender did so well to keep on her feet and block her passageway towards the box and wins herself and her team a free kick. A dangerous moment that ultimately came to nothing with good defending.
Yeah, and just before that, Watson made a really good run forward. She did well to bring her defender inside, and I thought the ball was on for the cutback back to the near side on the wing, but instead she plays it into the box, and Nationals lose it, and Teffin can't win anything as she goes forward.
Looks like I missed my chance to cool down because the rain has stopped, or at least it's slowed down quite a bit. We had a halftime drizzle here in Auburn Hills, Michigan, but doesn't look like it's a big deal now. Can't really see it with the naked eye, maybe a little bit. A little bit of precipitation, and the ball comes back into the play. Nationals. Can they dig it out of the corner? Oh, nice pass through the legs. Can they square it? There's only one in the middle and not a lot to aim at there as that attack fizzles out for a goal kick. What do you see, Ian? Let me get the binoculars out. Is there any rain out there?
Can't see it. It's nice at night because you just get, the view from the lights, so usually you can see, and I'd say no right now.
Yeah, it's a nice, cool evening here. Actually, not too cool. It's kind of perfect temperature. Got a little muggy after that rain, but a nice night. Decent amount of people out here to watch this UWS action. And this is another dangerous back pass that's cleared out by the new goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'd say it's right now 9:15, perfect T-shirt and pants weather.
And that's prime time right there.
That's all you can hope for summer in Michigan, too.
Comfortable outside, no bugs.
And it's nice to say also that on May 19th, it was, 80 degrees today, and this is like 2.5 weeks after it was 40 in the month of May.
Yeah, when last time we saw each other, we're in a freezing Hamtramck.
Yeah.
My knuckles literally cracked holding my phone to try to get those post-game comments. Oh, and that's some rough play. We haven't seen much of that in this game, but definitely a A tug on the arm there from number 2 in white, Emily Paget, who played center forward there in the first half, but looks to be playing a farther back role here at the moment. Oh, short free kick here. Nice little cut inside. There's some space here for number 22. What is she going to do? She hooks it in with the right foot. And that run didn't start quite soon enough, or maybe she should have delayed. It was a good idea. It didn't quite come off right.
Yeah, I love the idea. That run to the back post is phenomenal, and the ball was almost good enough, but just a little bit too far in front of the right back who was sprinting down that far side.
Jaguars playing it short. Dangerous ball across their 18-yard box. Get away with it this time, but that was tough. Very physical play. It's getting a little chippier here in the second half. Can they get this ball right? Not quite. That looked like it could have been good, but on the turf, it's really hard to play those delicate through balls without hitting it too hard.
Yeah, and that turf is still going to be a little bit damp, so they're going to move even faster and skip.
Nationals control the ball, top of the box, top of the D2, and oh, that was a delicate little pass. Nice little 1-2 combination, but just a little bit too far ahead of the player once again. The new goalkeeper able to take care of that. The Jaguars definitely seem to be working on their play out of the back more this time around, and
it's not working great so far, though.
There's a lot more danger going on now that they've made that change. And the Nationals are on top right now. And it could be a 3-on-3 here. Numbers are coming back for red, though. Nice little back heel pass. She got 2 ahead of her, and she decides to go long and almost got that looper into the top, but it doesn't come off.
Yeah, Greenhalgh really takes that one from pretty far out. It was a really nice move. I think it was Gilson who picked it up and then had that little back heel. Don't quote me on that, though. And then Greenhalgh moves through with that left foot. They had numbers up, though. I'd love to see them try to play a bit more intricately once they get forward. It was a 4-on-4.
Long ball up the wing. She could get number 12 in, but might be a little too heavy there. Olivia Watson has had some success down this left-hand side, but that was well ahead of her this time around.
That wasn't Gilson, by the way. I know this because I looked at the bench and saw Gilson sitting there.
Gilson, yes, she played in that first game, and you thought you spotted her here in the first half to finish out, but she's not on the field just yet. Looks like they're going to go away from that short play. She tells everybody to back up, and she boots it near the center circle, and Nationals gobble it up anyway, and they attack this back line. Can she spin away? Oh, strong defending there by the fullback number 12. Watson did well to stymie that attack. Jaguars on the ball here. I like that little outside of the ball pass or outside of the foot pass there from Paget. Nice calming pass, and that's a beautiful long ball. Oh, and well defended there. Number 5 did so well to take that off the Jaguar attacker's foot.
Bridenstine has been fantastic, and she just continues it there. It was a brilliant ball to switch things from the right side to the left side, but Bridenstine up to the task.
I believe that pass was from number 24, Allie Teffin. That was probably the ball of the game so far. She really saw an alley diagonal. That was pretty. But the defensive play matched it, as we've seen pretty much throughout this whole game so far. For a 0-0 game, this is not a game without action. It's been quality.
Right.
I guess when a game is evenly matched like this, the offense has to do something maybe a little special or maybe a little lucky to get on the board.
Need a little moment where something goes wrong for the defense that hasn't gone wrong all game, or you need that little bit of extra quality that you haven't brought up just yet.
Oh, nice little switch between her feet there to get out of trouble. Looked like Fetty was going to rob her. Oh, and here comes Paget. She's going to get on the end of that, I think. She's down in the corner. What she can do with it, there's 3 white shirts in the box. Stays over there, still have numbers up, but that's a loose pass, and that's not going to do anything but maybe spring in a counterattack. There is plenty of Jaguars back, though, even though there's a counterattack coming. Oh, a nice pass. Surely that's offside. And it is. Nice save, though, on that attempt there. It wouldn't have mattered either way, but I'm sure that gives the goalie a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, it was really nice run through there from Turner, making that diagonal run, getting the ball to her feet, but she went just a little too early.
Here we are in the 56th minute of UWS action here on Michigan Soccer Network. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We'll be broadcasting once again right here again in UPSL action tomorrow night as the men's national side take on Hamtramck FC, and plenty of action. Like I said earlier, it's a great time in Michigan soccer. Almost a game to watch every single night of the week. As the Jaguars blast through some strength to get through the defense and haven't quite seen a decisive shot yet. There's been plenty of attempts, but nothing really threatening on target.
Yeah, physically, Ryan has been really good up there, number 19 for Jags. In this second half, she's used her body really well and just adds that little element of physicality up to that number 9 position up front for the team in white tonight.
I'm not sure if it's the way they play. Well, clearly it's not the way they're playing right now, but Paget was exciting in the opening moments when she was playing center forward. She's playing in more of almost like a defensive midfielder role now, but it'd be interesting to see her quickness and agility maxed in with Ryan's physicality. Could be a cool duo up front, but they're not up there right now together. What can the Jaguars build? They're looking for their first win of the season. Could have been a handball there, but no call. I don't think she could have done anything about it. Came at her with a lot of speed. Jaguars trying to get out of a double team here. Nice turn there by number 7 in red to get out of that challenge. And finds herself some space, time, and a teammate. Time to turn for the Nationals, and she's got a pass or two ahead of her. This could be dangerous. Let's see if they get this. Here's the shot, and it's saved. The goalkeeper, substitute goalkeeper for the Jaguars, pushes it up onto the goal post, the crossbar for the best chance of the game so far. That looked destined for the back of the net, but the goalkeeper backpedals well, gets her hand up and pushes it on the bar.
Well, if that goes in, that is really the only contender for goal of the week. The passage of play here, the cut inside, the layback, and the finish was almost up to the task, but what a save that is. Off the crossbar and the hand at the same time. That was quality attacking and really quality goalkeeping.
Yeah, I love the commitment there. Laid out the whole body to get a finger on that. That was great. Here come the Jaguars the other end. Great drag by Paget. She's got a player ahead. Oh, excellent defensive play to cut that out, because the Jaguars were in on goal if not for that intervention.
That's a goal-saving tackle from Watson there.
And the game's opening up here now, end-to-end action. Nationals trying to put together another chance after they came so close. The ball put onto the crossbar by the substitute goalkeeper for the Jaguars. And here comes another chance. Ball out wide. Cuts in. Finds a teammate, but it's deflected away for a Nationals throw-in.
Gotta take a breath and catch up to all
Yeah,
this.
for sure.
This is good stuff.
I got to remind you that We Are Soccer is the show for all fans of all ages discussing professional, youth, and every level in between. Based in Metro Detroit, watch Craig Hearn every Saturday morning on Facebook and YouTube at 8 a.m. That crossfield ball finds the head of a teammate, comes back down for number 7 in red. She looks up. She's got plenty of numbers up ahead of her. Great spacing and positioning, though, by the Jaguars' defense. There wasn't, even though there was numbers, there wasn't really anyone open.
I think one change we've seen from the first half is transitions going either way have been a lot quicker and with way more pace than they were in that first half. And I think that's maybe a note that each coach gave their team at halftime. If that defense is going to be as good as it was in the first half, we have to maybe catch them on the break when they're not ready for it as much.
Here's number 30, the center back, Alex Pulaski, amongst the defenders doing a great job here tonight. And this is a great, I thought that was going to connect there for a second. It was a great idea. Almost slipped number 15 through there.
Both teams are coming so close. A lot of it's coming down to that final touch or that final ball.
I'm really curious to see what's on the front of the backup goalkeeper shirt.
I think it's a UDM, a Detroit Mercy logo. I think.
I got my binoculars out and I can't tell, but I'm not going to disagree. I think it might say Titans on her shirt, but she made the save of the game, and there's almost a chance there as number 30, Alex Pulaski, shepherds the attacking player away from that ball to give her goalie space and time to gobble it up. Ooh, that was a nice, delicate pass from her there to almost sprang an attack, but Jaguars cut it out. They might have an overload here. Will she get to it on the end? She does. She keeps it in on the far side. Targets in the box. Low, hard-driven cross is blocked. Now red are coming up the field. Nationals, all red from going from right to left. Jaguars, all white, defending, backpedaling, not pressuring the ball. Here comes Fetty. She finds a teammate on the side. Couple of targets, but no one directly in front of goal. And our backup goalkeeper palms it, but the linesman looks to be signaling for a corner kick. So another test for the Jaguars backline coming up here on this corner kick. And if you're looking to grow your business, advertise with Michigan Soccer Network and you can be a title sponsor. Place your 30 or 60-second commercial, readout or more. Learn more about advertising programs at MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Ball's in the box. Able to dribble. Space for a cross if she takes it. Right-footed. It's high. There's options. But once again, the defense has the answer. Gets a body in the way, and that header goes harmlessly over the bar. Great shot of Olivia DeConnick there on the sideline. Great work, guys. Here comes Fetty for the Nationals. She's got quite a few red shirts ahead of her. Can she find one? She goes to the outside. Cross into the box. Doesn't get cleared on first attempt. Headed away now, though. Jaguars got away. That was dangerous. There was about 4 red shirts lining up behind her to tap that in, but it's taken care of. And here comes the Jaguars. 3-on-3. Nice combination there, and they're in. 2 goes to Ryan. Can Ryan finish? Off the crossbar. There's that combination. Paget to Ryan. They connect, but the ball connects with the bar and not the net.
Well, the closest we've seen Jags come at all tonight. Paget was lively early on in that first half. She's doing it again here the second half. Ryan kind of just reaching for it and stretching just that little bit too much. Makes her lean back, and that's what sends it just that little bit too high off the crossbar and over the goal.
Still scoreless here on the campus of Oakland University in Auburn Hills, Michigan. 0-0, but plenty of action here as the Nationals look to come the other way. And great speed from the Jaguars defender there. It looked like she might be caught out, but number 21 in white clearly has the speed and makes the tackle.
Yeah, Andy Wolf and Celia Gaynor, a couple of future teammates going at it there, and Wolf showing that she is the superior when it comes to pace.
Definitely. It looked threatening, but she made up like four steps.
Yep.
Nationals have the ball, though.
Rob, I think by process of elimination, we may be able to identify the keeper as Batul Rada. She's one of only 2 goalkeepers on the roster online. So if Thalman was the other one, then I think maybe we can...
Say your name again?
Batul Rada.
Rada with the save of the game so far, pushing a looping ball up onto the cross, totally laid out, fully committed. Play of the game for me so far.
Hoping that I'm right.
You are part color commentator, part investigator. So
right.
I salute you, sir.
That's Big J.
And our ball collectors on the far side doing their job and ready for the throw in already.
Now that they're positioned correctly.
It's all about positioning here. And Fetty does a bit of a loop to herself, but Jaguars able to defend it. And the ball collector in perfect position, and the ball's back in play already in the box. What could the Nationals do here? Can we see another chance? Maybe a first goal. Left-footed shot is deflected and looped into the welcoming arms of Rada. That's got to be her. She's got that U of D Titans shirt on.
I think she is. She's going to Dayton, so that's a little confusing. But by looking at her Twitter profile picture, it does look like that's her. All modes. All modes. We're using everything tonight that we can.
Robert Kerr alongside the excellent and deductive Ian Gilmore here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Very happy to be broadcasting live here. Alongside an excellent team in the prep. All the Alexes and the other guys doing a great job with us tonight. Thanks, guys. Will we see a goal? Fetty is trying her best to produce something. It's going to take something special because this defense and these goalies have pushed away and denied everything through the first 68 minutes of this match. I like the color contrast between the teams, all red versus all white.
Yep, agreed.
The Nationals, a huge youth organization, kind of stepping into this summer pro-am world here. And a right-footed effort goes sailing high, which many of them have thus far tonight.
We've seen tonight that Blackburn really likes that left foot more than she does her right, and you can see there why.
Pass across the top of the box. No threat. It was expertly done. And looking for the long ball, the Jaguars are. And it's headed back into the center circle. Takes a bounce off the Golden Grizzly logo, and now is on the foot of Fetty. Good combination play. You love to see that technical prowess on the ball. Her feet, can touch the ball and control it with every side of her foot there, Fetty.
Yeah, she's been fantastic tonight. Facilitating everything in that midfield. I don't think she's gotten the ball taken off her when she's been dribbling.
Now she's been able to turn or pass out of every tight situation. She's been surrounded by multiple players and gotten away from them a couple times. She hasn't necessarily unlocked the door, but she's definitely been a good, ball possession asset.
Yeah, she'll come off the pitch for at least a couple minutes as her sister replaces her.
And then it looks like number 8 for the Jaguars is coming on. Number 8, Erica Tupin. That's got to be a blast playing with your siblings.
Yeah.
If you get along with them, at least.
Yeah. Well, and, those two don't play together during the school year like the Gaynors will this upcoming year. Riley Fetty at Iowa and Ryan at GVSU.
Number 12, Olivia Watson, showing a burst of pace and power there. got to that ball first and drew a foul and a free kick from a very dangerous spot. So it'll be interesting to see what number 22, Matthews, can deliver here. And that's a looper, gets the head back into the box, but that's deemed to have gone out of bounds. That was a dangerous position to be playing that ball from. It was very much a teasy ball there, but just a little too strong. About 20 minutes to go here in UWS action between the Jaguars first team and the Nationals here. There's plenty of numbers between the ball and the goal, and a not decent cross, but the Jaguars goalie up to the task there.
Yeah, Rada's, I mean, she's feeling herself in this second half, so anything in around her, she's going to come and get because she has been on form in this second half.
I'm still smiling from the commitment on that dive earlier in the game when she pushed that shot onto the bar. That was great.
Had to be there fully, too. She was never going to get that one if she wasn't full extension.
It's going to take something of some special quality or something fluky to get a goal here. The defenses have been top-notch.
Yeah, 20 minutes left to do it, too. You kind of have a feeling it might be coming, though. I mean, Nationals have had a couple chances where it's just one pass or one touch that needed to be there in order for them to have a really good chance, and then Ryan went off the crossbar about 10 minutes ago, so you still feel like there's a goal in this.
Nationals break up. Would-be attack from the Jaguars, and they push it up the field, and they got a 4 versus 5, and they find the pass, and will this find the outside attacker? It's onside. Will she get on her right foot and finds a pass into the middle? Saved by Reba, and it's spilled, and oh, wow. That was some gutsy defending to take a touch there with the Nationals attacker bearing down on that loose ball, and she takes a touch and gets it out of the danger zone, and looked like players thought that was offside. The defenders kind of started slowing down there, and there was an extra attacker on the backside, and that was definitely dangerous there for a moment.
Rada had to make the save. It was Turner that got all the way to it and then makes the unselfish decision to cut it back across the box. The finish probably has to be better there. Blackburn's been good tonight, but that's on her stronger left foot. You have to pick out a corner and find the finish past Rada. She makes the save.
Excellent defensive play there to get out of that. I don't think I've ever had the composure to take a touch in that situation. Loose ball off a rebound, you know they're pouring in to try to get a tap in, and you take a touch to dribble around her. That's gutsy play, but it did the job. And the goalkeeper made the save. I mean, but like you said, could have put it a little higher or maybe far corner. And definitely, the chances are piling up for both teams. But what are you saying? You're favoring the Nationals to maybe
I'd say
squeak
so.
one?
Yeah, at least in this last 15 minutes, they've been the more dominant side with the share of chances.
Left-footed shot, takes a deflection. From my vantage point, that I thought that was a stronger shot, but that did get deflected. It popped up rather than rocketing towards the net.
And the one thing about Nationals, too, is their chances are getting better and better, and that's just a sign that something could be coming.
Let's hope so. We are in the 74th minute. UWS action cut out there in the middle of the field by the Nationals. Long-range effort, had Rada scrambling, but that ends up going wide there, and it'll be a goal kick. And maybe this substitution is probably a good time because legs might be getting a little heavy on the Jaguar side because that was a turnover that we didn't really see in the first half, and I think that's a good time to bring on some fresh legs.
Yeah, Salzenstein, we haven't said her name really in the last 15 minutes, so it makes sense maybe that she's coming out, try to get some fresh legs on. Blaine was doing really well early on in that first half. This is the first time I think we've seen her in the second. And then on the side of Nationals, Wood comes back on. She was lively in that first half, and they're hoping she can do something in this second as well with about 15, 16 minutes left of normal time.
Oh, For a second, I thought that was dangerous. It's getting a little bit squirrely at the back, and Rada has to make a panicky kick out to kick that out of bounds. Getting a little loose here, the Jaguars are. I think the Nationals might start smelling blood in the water. And here they are. What can they do here? That's a looping cross. Look to be mildly challenging for the goalkeeper, but she catches it well and distributes outside. Who's stopped? Here comes the center back, and her pass doesn't quite find the target.
I think that was Pulaski coming forward. Made a great tackle, a great center back's tackle, and then made a center back's pass as well.
But we're starting to see a pattern of loose passes at the back here from the Jags. Can that ball make it to half? It does. Takes a bounce, but knocked down by the Nationals. They might get on the end of this. They're going to have to watch these loose passes here. Oh, nice turn to get out of trouble, but they're still pinned back, not able to access that attacking third at all for the last few minutes. Once they had that great chance of Ryan and Paget, and they really haven't had an opportunity since they hit the crossbar. We got just about 15 minutes to go here, and let you guys know that We Are Soccer is the show for all fans of all ages. They discuss professional soccer, youth soccer, and everything in between. Based in Metro Detroit, Michigan, watch Craig Hearn every Saturday morning on Facebook and YouTube at 8 a.m. each week. We're in the final third of our double header here in UWS action here. Time running out to find that goal. But you do feel there's a chance. And here's a breakaway here. And that speed, once again, number 21 in white. Impressive on Andy Wolf. She fouls that time. And receives a yellow card for her efforts, but it's probably worth it there. That was potentially dangerous, but
yep,
incredible speed.
Cynical challenge. I think she knew what she was doing. Turner was away. If she gets past her with the ball, either the player goes by or the ball goes by. Not together, though. That's your attitude as a central defender. And Wolf does get a yellow card, but I would say definitely worth it in the 77th minute.
Yeah, she'll take that one, and here comes the free kick. Over the defender, ooh, and the defender behind her does well to get a foot on it and push it out of the danger zone, but when it went over the defender's head, I thought that was trouble.
Yeah, it was a great ball in from Matthews.
Yeah, probably the best free kick delivery we've seen. Nationals keeping the Jaguars penned in here. All the players, about 21 players in the Jaguars half. Left-footed pass almost gets to the attacker. Can the Jaguars get numbers out here? Here's Ryan, tries to connect with Paget. Can Ryan, does she have the legs to beat out the defender? Not this time, but they do force a throw in here. That was sporting by Coach Rob Brinkman to put a foot on that ball.
Right.
But, oh, no, well, never mind. There's a...
He knew he was making the
substitution there, yeah. Number 11 in red checks in. That's Nina Ferraro coming in. And here come the Nationals. They've got a bit of space. Can they find a pass? Well defended, but still a chance if Nationals can get it under control here. Ooh, aggressive turn. And she's brought down, but just a throw-in, though. When she turned into that, I thought she might have drawn a foul, but just out of bounds. Jaguars ball. Ryan brings it under control. She's got a defender or two on her back. She finds Paget, plays it back. Jaguars are able to get numbers ahead of the ball. Haven't done that too much in the last quarter hour or so. Slowing down there on the offensive side, but almost won the ball back, did Paget. Could have fouled there, but didn't. Great ball to the outside. And here come the Nationals. We got a 3-on-3 situation. Defenders in position. Here comes extra runners. Cross, not quite decisive enough as the Jaguars goalkeeper comes out with confident hands to catch it.
They're doing well to get forward, Nationals, but every single cross has been too close to Rada. We've seen how confident she is coming out of her 6-yard box to come and claim crosses, and she's come out every single time and has not had a problem with them.
That was a great outlet pass from the Nationals, a great through ball to spring number 20 in red. Ryan tries to get a flick on, doesn't go her way. Falls to the Nationals, though. Back heel almost comes off. We've seen excellent build-up play from both teams in their moments, but we just are waiting for that last piece of quality to get into the back of the net.
Yep.
Just about 10 minutes left to do it, and here come the Nationals. It's going kind of end-to-end now, not a lot of play in the middle of the field. She leaves it behind. Dishes in between the feet and well blocked by the Jaguars defense. That was a penetrating run into the box with options either side of her. Nationals putting on the pressure here. Driving to the byline, left-footed cross. Rada spills it. Blocked on the rebound. Left footer, after all that, plenty of action. That spill from the goalkeeper looked like that might be the decisive moment, but the defense, again, when called upon, getting the toe in there to not let the rebound be a fatal error.
Rada comes out on that one and does well to come out, does spill it this time, so she's not bulletproof. And then
that is the second one that has spilled, but her defense has come to her aid. Another substitution here as number 19 in red, Maggie Kimmer checks in for the Nationals. Ball back in play. What can the Jaguars do? They've obviously improved greatly since their 5-0 loss in their first game earlier in the week. To hold the Nationals to a 0-0 is a great improvement no matter the outcome of the game tonight. They still have to hold on.
Yep.
8 minutes remaining. Will we see a goal? Remind viewers that more action is on the way on Michigan Soccer Network. Tomorrow we're right back here for UPSL action between the men's national side and Hamtramck FC as that ball goes over the end line. And then on Sunday, we should see an intense game in the UWS2 as the unbeaten Rebels and Legends face off. But we got 7 minutes plus stoppage time here, Ian. Hungry for goals. What can the Nationals do? Can they create something? They may look more than likely to do it. Pass into the middle. Goes past two attacking players in red. An attempted backheel doesn't quite come off here. Comes right back in on the throw-in. Nationals. Played into the box. But is shepherded outside for a goal kick, well, very well, by number 3, Hannah Becker. We started our evening in bright blue sky and it is now dark. The rain has passed. The scene is set for a dramatic conclusion here in Auburn Hills as the Nationals continue to mount the pressure. Header! Just wide. That was the cross that we were looking for, but header was, to be fair, the Jaguars defender didn't allow her that angle to really get it on frame.
It was one of the better crosses we've seen because it was away from Rada, but I really think that header needs to be better. That has to be on target. If you're getting your head to the ball in the box right now, it's got to be on target. You have to make Rada work.
Oh, that dangerous attempt is blocked well by the Jaguars defender. It was a left-footed strike blocked down, and they're coming here for a counterattack. Here's Paget and Ryan. Can they connect? Ryan gets on the ball ahead of a pair of Nationals defenders. Tries to play it across, but is cut out by the backtracking number 7. Incredible work ethic to be tracking back and helping your team at this stage of the game.
Gaynor has not stopped running the entire time she's been on the park.
The defensive effort really has been good. Fully committed to keep the clean sheet, seems like both sides are.
Yep.
But Jaguars, what can they do here? Paget sprays it outside. That's a shot, and it finds the goal! And the breakthrough comes in the 86th minute. The Jaguars score their first goal of the UWS season here.
Well, it was Blaine that got things going in the first half for the Jags. It's her this time. I'm not sure, actually, if she meant to shoot this. It looked like a spot where she would have crossed it from, and Golembuski is going to want that one back. Really should do better getting down to her right-hand side. It's really not in the corner, and I think the keeper will want that one back for sure. Against the run of play in the last 20-25 minutes, it's the Jags that go ahead.
Noelle Blaine was dangerous in the first 20 minutes or so of the game, and then comes out with the opening goal of the game. Was that a cross shot you're saying there?
I actually think it looks like she was trying to cross it and she mishit it.
Maybe
she won't tell you that.
Maybe that'll make her the player of the game after full time. We'll get an interview with the player of the game up here in the booth. So after full time, definitely hang out here with us on Michigan Soccer Network. And still time for an equalizer for the Nationals. They got a cross being put into the box. That might loop over Rita. And oh my goodness, she was backpedaling and looked like she was in a panic. But luckily, it went just wide for her. That was a heart and mouth moment there for the Jaguars after going 1-0 up. Moments later, a high floater almost finds the back of the net on the other end.
Yeah, Rado looked a little bit worried. From our angle over here, it looked like it was looping into that corner.
Oh, nice look there on the touchline as that great touch on the ball keeps it in bounds and keeps the ball with the Nationals as they look to pile more pressure, try to get this equalizer. It was 0-0, and they had most of the chances, especially in the second half, but they find themselves down 1-0 in the late stages of the game. Can we find a second goal? Not at this moment, but they do win themselves a corner here with just 2 minutes to play.
Whatever you do, keep this one away from Rada.
Yeah, she's done well with the catches on these crosses. They're putting a attacker right next to her to try to block her path. Ball goes in, goes past the far post, all the way over everybody. I don't know if anybody got a touch on that, and it doesn't look like it as they call a throw-in for Jaguars.
That's just not good refereeing. I thought it was pretty blatant that Ryan got her head to that. I mean, that ball was going even with about 3 yards from the end line, and it ends up 15 yards from the end line. That's just not a good call.
Nationals do win the ball back. And, oh, that was almost a nice little pass there into the box. They keep possession, though. Nationals pouring on the pressure here in the final moments of the game. Low cross, finds the middle. And just in between two Nationals attackers, can Ryan hold up the ball and give her teammates a little bit of time? And she does. Here come the Jaguars the other way. Can they hold on to the ball and try to kill some more time? Ryan needs to hold on to this, but she doesn't. Oh, and that pass goes back to the Jaguars. Lots of red shirts back behind the ball. There was about 6 defenders there defending 3 attackers. And that'll set up a last-minute attack here for the Nationals. We are into the 90th minute of regulation time here at Oakland University in UWS action. Jaguars looking to hold on for their first win of the season. Nationals trying to get a goal to not take their first defeat of this young season. Defended well once again by the Jaguars. Gets back to the feet of the Nationals. What can they do? Top of the box, chance for a shot, but defended well once again as the Nationals attacker slips as she tries to shoot. And she does have an option there, and there's the outlet pass. Noelle Blaine cuts inside 2 defenders, left-footed shot, and that time she definitely meant to shoot, but it was not on frame.
Yeah, honestly, if you're Blaine, I understand you're riding that high of scoring, but there's one place you should take that, and that is directly to the corner.
Yeah, we were way late in this game, and if she manages to, dribble to the corner flag, she can kill almost the rest of the time here because there really hasn't been any injuries. Probably the only stoppages were for substitutions and the one late goal. Just the one goal from Noelle Blaine here, the difference. Late stages, now into stoppage time of UWS action here on Michigan Soccer Network. Probably one of the last chances for the Nationals to get a draw. And it is well shepherded by the center back to keep that offensive player away from the ball and allow Ariba to get her hands on it. The goalie's clearance doesn't make it past the red shirts, and there's going to be another chance here for the red. Nationals on the ball, right-footed shot. Oh, and there's another save from Rada. Her second half performance has been nothing short of outstanding. She made up for that bad clearance by saving, what was that, with her left hand? Let's see. Great right-footed shot.
Yeah, Gaynor throws it in, and she just gets that top hand over. Great technique, puts it out for a corner, but maybe one more chance.
Here's a back post corner. It comes to the top. There's a shot, and it's in! The Nationals tie it up in injury time. What a dramatic conclusion we have here in UWS action.
Well, I honestly, because of all the bodies in there, I couldn't tell you who actually put it in. But it was a good knockdown. Then they get their feet to it. Rada came, didn't get there. Was it Pulaski? Well, doesn't matter. We're tied at 1.
With, deep into stoppage time, we went, 85 minutes and no goals?
Yeah.
We got 2 in the last few moments here. What a game here out in Auburn Hills.
Oh, last kick of the ball, too.
And that does it. And that last minute stoppage time goal robs the Michigan Jaguars of their first win of the season. The Nationals remain undefeated, now with 1 win and 1 draw. Some very exciting action here in Auburn Hills. Myself, Robert Kerr, Ian Gilmore, we're going to take a breath and come right back with some highlights and the player of the game.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player. And I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Corps bats for the past 3-4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Core bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Core bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Core bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Core bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
All right, here we're back on Michigan Soccer Network with the highlights from an exciting match here in Auburn Hills. Robert Kerr alongside Ian Gilmore, and you're seeing some of the heroics from Jaguars goalie Batul Reda. That one you just saw where she pushed it onto the crossbar, simply incredible.
Yeah, nothing like waiting until the last minute for all the action, and boy, was she good in that second half. It was really impressive stuff.
And here we were going to see a couple more of hers. I think that was a good one. Her defender comes in. That touch there to go around was simply incredible to get around the oncoming attacker for the rebound. And there's at least one more incredible save coming up in this reel, the long distance one. But I think this is the goal, the opening goal for the Jaguars. Great stuff there to get the go-ahead goal.
There's the one of the game. Getting that top hand up and across is what secured a point for her team, even though it was a 92nd minute equalizer.
Yeah, the 92nd minute equalizer for the Nationals prevents the Jaguars from getting their first win of the very young UWS season. And we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back with our player of the game, Jaguars goalkeeper Batul Reda. Stick tuned to the Michigan Soccer Network.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
Welcome back on the Michigan Soccer Network. Robert Kerr alongside the player of the game, second half goalkeeper for the Jaguars. She plays her college ball at U of D Mercy, but she was the star of the show tonight. Marissa Silver, thank you for joining us. Congratulations, player of the game. Some incredible saves. That first one that you pushed onto the crossbar, simply incredible. Tell us about that.
I thought it was hitting the crossbar, but you just got to dive and make sure. So I just went for it and touched it, you know. Didn't really, nothing much else to it.
How do you keep your mentality? You sat on the bench in the first half. Oh, here comes the replay of that. And you absolutely laid out. Love the commitment. For a second, you had to absolutely put your body on the line there. Which one of yours was the most difficult?
Probably that one, because it's just a tough angle going backwards. You don't want to like just flick it right into the goal, but I don't know. Probably that one, yeah.
Yeah, you made a number of amazing saves to keep the Jaguars in the game tonight. Tough that the one came in at the end, but there was a whole mess of bodies in front. Could you even see that last shot?
Yeah, it was bad angle though. Like I should have stayed from the start, but it kind of just got over me, and then it was crowded and too many bodies, bad positioning. It was unlucky. Nothing anyone could do.
You won player of the game. You had an incredible performance in the second half. How do you keep your edge? You sat in the first half, came in and played the full second half. How do you keep sharp to put in that performance?
Well, sometimes it's tough, but I just had a lot of action, and you just got to stay involved by communicating with your defense and just staying involved in the game as much as you can.
So your side, the Jaguars, earn your first point of the season. Is this something to build off moving forward?
Yeah, for sure.
So you dropped the first one. You got a draw. What do you think that are you going to be ready for action? Are you guys going to be ready for that win in the next game?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on the awesome game. You had us out of our seats
thank
here.
You so much.
You made some amazing saves. So Robert Kerr and Marissa Silver, play of the game. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We'll be right back in just a second to wrap it up.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Back here on Michigan Soccer Network to put a bow on a UWS doubleheader here on the campus of Oakland University. We just witnessed a exciting 1-1 draw. It was a high-level game. 85th minute goal from Noelle Blaine, but player of the game, Marissa Silver, eventually beaten in stoppage time. Alongside me, Ian Gilmore. What'd you make of that?
Yeah, what a last 5 minutes, Rob. I mean, it was exciting during the game, but they left all the goals until the last 5 minutes, and feel so bad for getting Marissa's name wrong, but she played fantastic in that second half. Really good second 45 minutes for her. Couldn't keep it up the whole time. That stoppage time equalizer came in, and, man, just that last 5 minutes had us on the edge of our seats, and I think a fair result in the end. I think Nationals would have been really hard done by if they hadn't come away from this with anything. 1 point, I think, in the end, probably the fair result.
So Nationals have 4 points after 2 games, and Jaguars get their first points on the season. Want to thank Ian Gilmore for being excellent and investigative detective.
Came to the wrong conclusion, but still.
Came to the wrong conclusion. I myself, Robert Kerr, want to thank the Prep for their excellent production, the camera work, replays. All the action was wonderful. Keep it tuned in to Michigan Soccer Network. We got UPSL action right back here tomorrow night. Nationals versus Hamtramck City. And then Sunday night, UWS2 Rebels versus Legends FC. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Until next time, enjoy your soccer and keep it locked in on the Michigan Soccer Network.